Thanks for joining us here at Stewardship University. Most of us have heard our grandparents explain how they used to be able to buy a candy bar for a nickel, or about how their paper route paid them 25 cents a week. Prices for things generally keep rising over time. Prices in the past are significantly different than what they are today. This concept is known as inflation and is specifically defined as the measure of the rate at which the average price level of a basket of select goods and services in an economy increases over a period of time. The U.S. government tracks inflation with what you will hear called the Consumer Price Index, or CPI. This number compares prices from last year to this year to help us understand how far our current money can go when buying things. But why does inflation happen, and how does it affect businesses and consumers? The first reason is cost-push inflation. This is when the cost of business goes up, so that cost is passed on to customers by raising prices. This can include things like the cost of raw material, like paper or oil, or pay increases for workers, or even building leases. A business costs more to run, so the goods and services produced by that business now cost more. The second reason is called demand inflation. This is when more people want an item, but there's a low supply of that item. Businesses can charge more for the item due to its popularity. In addition, the need for an increased supply may raise cost of production as businesses expand to deal with the increased demand. The third reason is referred to as governments printing money. This can describe when the government literally prints additional dollars, or when they allow money to be borrowed more easily through lending institutions. Governments do this in an effort to stimulate the economy and make it easier for businesses to create new jobs. This increased cash in the system can give a temporary relief, but as more money chases more goods, prices will increase over time. So are we doomed by inflation? A British economist of the 1930s, John Maynard Keynes, once explained that the negative outcomes of inflation take time to be realized. So some inflation can help prevent other economic problems. So if prices go up 5% each year, that seems bad, unless wages go up 10% each year. There are economists that disagree with Keynes and think inflation should always be avoided. Our economy involves a lot of moving parts, which change at different rates at different times. There's always an industry growing or failing, skyrocketing or struggling. Each change in one part of the economy has an effect on another part, or multiple parts, constantly affecting pricing and wages. So many things affect inflation. Whether these items rise or fall, such as interest rates, cost of materials, cost of labor, taxes, exchange rates, government incentives. At the end of the day, inflation is something that is probably much like the weather, our friend's mood, or the soup of the day. Something we need to understand, prepare for, and learn to live with, because we have little control over it. Thanks for visiting Stewardship University. Learn more today. Create a better tomorrow.